It is March 1st, 2018. This is the Watchman News, and I'm Mike Callahan. So we no longer have Freedom Network. Let me explain first off what Freedom Network is. Freedom Network is a company that partners with YouTube and creators, and essentially it's like a middleman. So let me explain why we had Freedom to begin with. When we decided, and it wasn't a light decision, it was not even something we wanted to do. When we decided to go ahead and monetize our channel and go that route, there was two issues. For one, I don't have a bank account. I don't want a bank account, and so I needed a way to be able to put money into PayPal, and that's essentially one of the things that they do. The other thing is when you are a YouTube creator and you use AdSense alone as far as getting your revenue has to build up to $100 threshold. That's the minimum threshold in Google AdSense to be able to collect. So in other words, if you go 2 years to build up that $100, guess what? It's going to be 2 years before you get paid. So those were the two reasons that we went with Freedom Network to begin with. Now, the entire time that we've been with Freedom Network, they have been sticking our revenue, which hasn't been much, but they've been sticking it in a bank. And up until like 2 months ago, that money had sat in a bank for 2 months. Okay? And the entire time that money sat in the bank, they are drawing interest off of that money. Okay? So then there's a option that we chose a couple of months ago to be able to get paid a month earlier. Now, the drawback of that is there's a 2% transaction fee from PayPal that they normally covered before. So if you choose it to get a month earlier, which is actually a month late, then what happens is you have to pay that 2% on your own. Well, we were really hurting with the power bill and everything else. We were having a hard time. We had some super chats that we needed to get access to as quick as possible to be able to keep our power on. And so we chose the option to pay that 2% fee and get it a month earlier. So anyway, so we had done that. And so that's basically the only bit of a relationship I had with Freedom. I didn't use really any of their services. They've got really kind of junky music that you can use. They've got, they do have like video clips with different news stuff, but stuff that's it's not copyrighted anyway. It's not in any way, there's no reason why you can't use the stuff. All of their content that they offer to their patrons is stuff that you can freely use anyway. They have done nothing for promotion for us. They have done nothing. They have absolutely done nothing except for the things that I stated. They took our revenue and they put it into a PayPal account, and we didn't have to wait until we reached the $100 Google AdSense threshold. Pardon me. So anyway, I got a message today, an email today, that they were going to unlink our channel, and essentially it's because of what we do. Okay, let's not pull any punches here. Now, I went through this a year ago, okay, and went through the same thing, and I jumped through their hoops and all that to be able to get our channel reinstated with Freedom. I'm not doing it this time. I am not doing it this time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I can't, I don't respect that company. I don't believe that company has any integrity. And what are they doing for people? All they are doing, and although the work we do isn't super hard, but 5 days a week, I spend 4 hours a day behind this microphone. Okay? 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's quite a bit. And then I do all kinds of other stuff, which isn't YouTube related necessarily, like with the website and making sure news goes out on Twitter and all the other stuff. So, I mean, all in all, I do put quite a bit of effort into what I bring to the table. And it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting, right? Because I'm not towing the line. That's the whole thing. I'm not towing the line for them. And so that's the problem. So we are no longer We are no longer associated with this so-called company, okay? And we will no longer desire to be involved with them. So what does that mean for you? Because that's really the only thing that matters for you, right? Absolutely nothing. If we had to do this without any type of monetization or anything like that, we would. Period. So I mean, that's just the way it is. It's not about that. Yesterday I read something that Ammon Bundy had wrote, and it really spoke to me. Because it's the same thing I've been saying all along. Look for the motives behind things, okay? We don't do what we do for money, okay? We don't come out and make up stories about how our computers are hacked like Mr. Santilli, okay? We don't do that. We don't come up with all these bogus excuses so that we can buy a bunch of TV screens and so that we can do this or do that or, we don't do it, right? I have a couple of times, 2, possibly 3 times, reached out for help from the viewers, and it was needed help. I mean, it was absolutely needed help, and that's it. That's the only time. And believe me, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done, because I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that, and I'm not doing that now, by the way. I'm just letting everybody know what's going on. So it's not going to affect you in any way. As far as our end of things, we are still linked with Google AdSense. So what that means is that once we reach that $100 threshold, now that's, if Super Chats go into that, then we're going to reach the $100 threshold pretty quick, okay? We've actually already got like $50 setting in there waiting for us, but we can't get it out until it reaches 100. Other than that, aside from Super Chats, if we have to rely on the monetization of videos, or should I say the lack of monetization of videos, it's going to take a long time. Our live content is not monetized, okay? Our live content is not monetized. Never monetize that. Videos like this that I record and I put up, yes, I will monetize it. The Bible chapter videos that I've been putting up every day, those will be monetized. Okay, I don't feel right monetizing the live shows because I agree, it's not our content. Okay, it's not stuff that I'm doing. All I'm doing is bringing it to the table to you and hopefully promoting some really, really awesome channels in the process and enlightening other individuals as to what's going on in the world and how we can react to it. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that. I did have a couple emails go back and forth with them. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting how they try to sleaze their way around what is really going on. And I mean, this is so many, there's so many facets to this issue. It's unreal, okay? A big part of it is all the advertisement that's pulling out of YouTube. And YouTube is actually, causing their own problem here. They really are. There's a lot of individuals causing their own problems. And I say individuals, corporations essentially, that are causing their own problems. They have nobody else to put a finger at than themselves. YouTube is a big one of those. Freedom and the other networks out there that are starting to clamp down as well. I'm telling you, it's not working out so good. It really isn't. They're shutting down channels left and right. And that's why we are over on DTube and DLive and Steemit and all that good stuff, right? And we have to be. So the links to all of these are down there, but I'll show them to you. Here's our Steemit, okay? Here's Steemit right here. Let me pop up DTube here and show it to you. Here's the back end of our DTube here. And there's not much, but we'll be getting more and more stuff over there. I mean, live shows, all the live shows now are going over there. They're marked with the archives underneath of it. So, and it's also all put on the website. So that's DTube. That's where we store our content. And then where we do our secondary live stream, and this is important in case we get booted off of here, is, let me make sure there's nothing on here. Let's see. I'll just show you the top part of it. Here's DLive here. Okay, and you won't see much there, but this is where our live content goes to. So like if you go, now, by the way, if you go here now, you'll see the show set up for today at 4 p.m. If you actually click on that, it's not going to help you. Well, it's going to bring you to this placeholder page, right? It's got all of our links and all that. And but if you click on that, it's going to pop up and it's going to say, oops, we couldn't find the page you were looking for. And the reason why is because the show has not started yet. Okay. However, it will be there. You can always go to Steemit. Steemit is the place where you'll find, whether it be our live content, which is designated by the 4 to 8 p.m. at the bottom of the thumbnail, or here is our archives, which is designated by archives at the bottom. Now you can find the live content on our homepage as well as some of the archives. The live content is right here. It'll take you right to the YouTube channel. And there's nothing there right now, 6 hours until the broadcast. So that's all you'll see right there right now. But of course, that will go live when we go live. And if you keep scrolling down, you'll come down to here to the archives here. And I'll go ahead and I'll let that cycle. Those are some of the old archives from Facebook. But I'll go ahead and let that cycle. Here we go. And I'll click on one. So this was yesterday's show. And I will click on it, and what that's going to do is that's going to bring you to a page, an article essentially, and that's what it is. This is the article for yesterday's show, and if you click on that, it will load up and it will start yesterday's show, and that's being hosted by DTube, okay? But you can always reference, no matter what, go to our website. You'll always know what's going on and where to find the show. Right from the website. So that's a foolproof way of finding out where the show is, when it's going to be. Steemit's another good place. Our account there is at the Watchman News, obviously. So all the links are right in the bottom of the videos. So that's not an issue. They're also on the homepage of the website. The homepage of the website, you can access all of our stuff. That's why I set up those buttons. That right now are currently right under where the live video goes. Now, after this video, like after I go off being live tonight, this box here will disappear, and it will not reappear until the next day. If the next day is a show day, like Saturday, there won't be anything here. Sunday, there won't be anything here. But during the days we have shows in the morning, this box will pop up as like a preview or whatever for the show. But these are the buttons I'm talking about. Discord is the audio and text chat application that we've been using. It's a very awesome platform. We really haven't been using the voice so much. We've just been using it for text mainly. Very, very awesome platform. You can also share pictures, videos, files, all kinds of good stuff. So link for Steemit, DLive, DTube, and of course NotCTube right here. So anyway, thewatchmannews.com is the place where we will keep you abreast of anything and everything that's going on. But I wanted to get in here and I wanted to throw this video out there and let you all know what is going on, and that way you know. So Freedom Network is no longer associated with us, and I was thinking about dumping them anyway, and this just made that decision and made that easier. Like I say, it has no effect on you whatsoever. Our channel is still monetized for now with YouTube, and it's just going to be a while. Like I said, we got like $50 and some odd cents in there, and we got, I'll be honest with you, we got, I'm not talking super chats. I'm talking about ad revenue. I think we had like $2.70 something cents for regular YouTube revenue, and then I think it was 20 something cents for YouTube Red. It's something like that. I would have to go look again. Folks, we're not getting rich. Okay? So like I say, it's going to, unless we get super chats and stuff, it's going to take forever to even reach that $100 threshold for AdSense to pay out. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We didn't plan this for making money anyway, but mainly I kind of wanted to shed light on the joke that quote-unquote freedom is, right? All right, have a good day. Hope to see you for the live show.